Harry believes that a senior member of the British monarchy will simply cave in for this particular request. But will this be the right thing or the wrong thing regarding this member of the British monarchy? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you. And as ever, thank you so much for joining me today. Lovely comments, by the way, about the brilliant actress, the late Hattie McDaniel. What a great lady, you know, and it's nice to feature her story. And it's funny, isn't it, how they didn't give them the Oscar, they just gave them a plaque. Maybe it was cost-cutting even back in the 1940s. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if I'd be lucky enough to hold an Oscar, by the way. Quite heavy. But apparently they've got less heavy. Yes, because apparently people couldn't, you know, carry them off and things like that. I don't know about, if you won an Oscar or any award, where would you have it? Don't, how dare you? No, where would you, but where would you have it seen, or are you bashful and just let somebody discover it? I think I'd be a little bit more discreet and just literally have it as you walked in. So you could just see straight away you're in award-winning presence. Well, you are here on this show. Yes, we've got a YouTube award, all thanks to you. Absolutely. Yes, every day I walk past it and thank you all. Of course I do. Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. Tricky story this, very, very clever dilemma actually, in the fact that Prince Harry, as we know, doesn't have anywhere to live now over here in the United Kingdom. That is because he relinquished all sort of, shall we say, ties to Frogmore Cottage, that tiny bijou cottage that apparently Oprah Winfrey couldn't believe that they managed to squeeze into. You could understand it, couldn't you, with Oprah, but, you know, we'll just leave that there. It's not a bad cottage at all. Nottingham Cottage, not bad. They're free. They're on royal crowned land. What do you want? You know, I don't understand what these people demand for. Now, as you know, His Majesty the King, King Charles III, very graciously said that should and when and ever, if Meghan and Harry decide to come back over here to the United Kingdom, they were more than welcome to go and you know, have a place in Buckingham Palace. 775 rooms, plenty of bathrooms, quite drafty, and a little bit of ongoing renovation for the next few years. Yes, very clever move by His Majesty the King. But now, apparently, and this has come from a very well-placed source, he does believe that perhaps they could find somewhere for Harry to live, you know, particularly on one of the many estates that the British monarchy have. Ridiculous when you think, because this will not play down well with the rest of the British public. And the other side of the coin is this, you know, as we saw before, Meghan didn't like Kensington, she didn't like Nottingham Cottage, she didn't like Frogmore Cottage, she liked Windsor Castle, playing Rapunzel perhaps with those hair extensions out the tower. Who knows, that maybe could have been the plan, but it didn't work out. So I figure, and this, I would be right on this, I'm sure, with many people watching our show today, no matter what he offered very graciously and kindly, well, it wouldn't be good enough. And that really will be the bottom line. Harry will push and push and push. They can't be at Windsor because the Prince and Princess of Wales are there. Don't want any animosity there. So where do you place them? Perhaps a small annex in Highgrove? But this is truly a big problem for the king. Whatever he decides, moving forward, it won't play out well over here in the United Kingdom. And based on that fact, you have to say, whichever move Harry makes, and they now believe that this will play out very well for them, because of course keeping that royal association is what's going to keep America interested. Well, who's going to crumble first? It is a developing story, it really is. As soon as I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.